So we're talking about studs, and we have taken a file and made it in different ways. We have the scored, and I have left some just with a little bit of stain. These have been painted white on top so that the score line pops. Some have been painted in, like here, so that you can have like fun little details. And then these have been engraved at the bottom, and then some of them have been non-engraved bit have been painted to make it pop. Um, but if we want to pop, like have more drama and create more like 3D dimensionality with your earrings, a really easy way to do this is with UV resin. I find it very quick and easy to use, especially when you're doing it on small earrings that are a circle. UV resin doesn't like to run, it likes to pull together. And the only times you may have a little bit of a problem if you have like some sharp edges, like maybe on this earring. So you'll see me doing it a little bit differently on this. And all I use is the UV resin. I have my like weeding tool from Cricut that I use for everything under the sun with laser jewelry. And then you need your UV resin lamp. I will share mine in the comments. I really like mine because it has like a little drawer that I put in. And it has a 3 minute, no, it has a longer timer. So my brain just kind of like, it has a 30-minute timer. That's what it is. Like most of them do not have a longer than 90 seconds timer because they're meant for nails. But the more craft ones will have longer timers. And I definitely leave mine in for 30 minutes because I think it is better for it to be fully cured. I really suggest not leaving it tacky, especially if you're going to ship, because then you can impact the surface if you still have a little bit of tackiness left. And I just feel like you're just asking for to have follow-up problems. So I leave it in there for 30 minutes. It's fully cured. It is not tacky at all, and I'll show you the results. So what do? I like this UV resin that I found on Amazon. It's nothing special, like the brand is just a generic brand, but I find this works really well. The couple of suggestions that I have is never ever shake a UV resin bottle, and this is because you don't want it bubbling. And the other thing is just let it do its thing. If you let it do its thing and let it flow naturally, I find that it's really rare to get bubbles. At least unless I'm working on a way bigger project, I don't have so many problems with bubbles. So just take it out, and then what I do, I just turn it around, and I let it flow to the bottom for a little, and then I will see it starts, and I just give it a little squeeze and put like a droplet on it. So with these that don't have such a round shape, I will hold it down with a pick, put some in the middle like I did all the other ones. You saw me just put like a dab. And then what I'm going to do, actually I forgot a second pick. I used 2 picks at the same time. I'm going to just reach back here, grab another pick, and I will hold down and I will drag it. So you see how I am dragging it, and I will drag it to the edges, because even though it will hold really well on circular and oval, anything that doesn't have a sharp edge, if there is a sharp edge, it can run over. So I just a little bit careful coming in here. I make sure the engraved part is full. And the one beautiful thing about UV resin is that it cures completely clear. So if you do this and you find that there are gaps in your earrings, you can just top it up with the UV resin and it will cure completely clear. You won't see that you went in twice. So that is what is beautiful about UV resin. And just so you guys can see the other ones. So the other ones I just put a droplet, and then I just go around and I drag it around the circle. make sure the engraved bit is full. So I've gone around nearly all of them, making sure there are no gaps. Like I see a gap there, and I just drag it around the circle to make sure there are no gaps. But once again, don't worry if this one I haven't done this one. If there is a gap, don't worry. You can always go in a second time and fill in the gap, and no one will be any wiser. No one will know. I do see like a tiny little drop there, bubble there. So let's move it out. And when you do have the bubble, I just move it out. It's gone. And oh yeah, a couple of bubbles here too, huh? Probably means that the air was coming at the same time. So very important to squeeze it very carefully, gently, so it comes out on its own. Here, if I see a gap here. And this is just such a fast process. You can do so many studs all in one go, especially if you have like a tray like this. So now I'm going to put them all very gently on my tray. Actually, if I'm smart, I start at the back. And yes, it might get a little bit gooey. Okay, I really messed that one up. Okay, I gotta clean that one. You don't want it that gooey. But don't worry, it will not stick to the tray. Okay, now my hands are really gooey, so I'm gonna use a paper towel. I'm just gotta clean my hands because I got UV resin all over. You can use tweezers. It's probably a smarter way to do this. I'm just used to using my hands, so I just gently put them on the tray. I don't want to put it on there. They don't stick, but there's no point trying to make your life harder. But yeah, exercise a little bit of patience while you're doing this, because you don't want a goopy mess. That one's got a bit missing, so I'm skipping that one on purpose. So I want to go in and fix it. As my hands get goopy, I'm cleaning them with the paper towel I have over there. I'm almost done. Don't do that, Diana. See, I'm kind of doing it in a hurry because I'm filming this, but I don't suggest doing this in a hurry when you're doing this. Be patient. Take your time. There. Actually, I could have just put it down. It would have been easier and faster. I see that this one, I didn't quite make it to the edge, so I'm going to pull it around the edge. And then put this one in. And see you in half an hour when they're done. So once they're done, you can just take them out. Some of them, if you did get a little, will have a little bit of glue stuck underneath, but that's okay. They do not glue to the straw thing. Some of them you might have to push a little, but they all come out. And you see already the big difference? It's amazing how much a little bit of UV resin can make a difference in your studs. I mean, it's reflecting a lot, but basically it really makes everything pop that little bit more. And I think it gives a lot more visual interest to your little studs. Like especially these that I just painted, the scored lines. They're so much cuter with just a little bit of UV resin on them. Look at this. Such cute little earrings. So much fun. And I love doing this. And also it protects your earrings. So especially because they're right here, studs are on the ear. If you have hair and stuff hitting your earrings, then it definitely adds to the longevity of your earrings, and they're not going to yellow or anything you know, with what happens when wood is in contact with any kind of like liquid or anything. Of course, it should always have a warning that people shouldn't bathe and they shouldn't go into water with these earrings because they are made of wood. But adding the UV resin definitely adds to the longevity of them, and it makes them just so much cuter. Even these that are just like just the scored earring looks so cute, and the ones that we engraved, so cute too. It just adds to the depth of the earring, and makes it look that bit more professional, and like it just adds to the value of the earring. Here you go. I hope you enjoy them, and thank you so much for watching. And in our next video, we will add backs to the stud.